it's and welcome back to my channel for another video.
You fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away, standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere.
And today we are doing another monthly reset video for May, and I'm going to be doing things a little bit different. If you haven't seen any of my past reset videos this year, I've really have been trying to get my life together every month and kind of like reflect on how I did the month prior and give you guys some updates, what has been going on in my life, how I've been doing, kind of like going over my goals for the future month, and just like getting ready to have a better month for the next month. And I'm doing things a little bit different this month because I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on self-care and actually taking care of myself rather than just productivity and things like that, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been doing the best mentally. I've been putting too much pressure on myself. I will get into all of that later in the video, but it's been a little bit too much and I'm trying to take some actions and be more aware of how I'm feeling and help myself feel better. So my plan for today is to do some self-care. I'm gonna start with that. My first step is going to clean slightly my room. I'm not gonna do two things like crazy or anything. I just want to clear my space to have a clearer mind and just feel less overwhelmed, because right now it's kind of crazy. And then I want to paint my nails because I have gotten myself new nail polish. And also my definition of self-care might be a little different than yours, because I also see that things that will help me for the future counts as self-care. So things like getting organized or doing things that will help my future me, I count it as self-care. So I'm gonna do some planning. I'm gonna do just some light work that will make my month easier, doing a face mask and all of that. So I'm gonna start with that, and I will see you once I'm done with cleaning my room.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday.
So the first step is done, and I actually kind of changed my mind. Right now the sun is out, but I can see that a bunch of clouds are coming in, and I really want to go on a walk with Skyla, my dog, and I really want to do it while I still have some sun so I can enjoy the sunlight at its noon, which is pretty much about the time that we go walk her, midday. So I think I'm gonna go do that now while the weather is still good, and like I will do the other things later on because I want to prioritize getting some fresh air rather than anything else.
Where is the line between dreaming and feeling blue? It's 4 o'clock in the evening, I haven't left my room. But the truth is, if I'm honest, I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go? Pull the sheets over my head, hoping change is gonna find me. You don't have to remind me I'm doing nothing at all. I'm ruminating on a blank wall, but I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go?
You tell me you're scared. You tell me you're weak, but I know you're stronger than what you think. And I know it's hard. Yeah, I know it's rough, but we'll make it through, and I'll back you up. Wherever you're going, I'm going to. I'll follow you through the black and the blue. Whatever the mountain, we'll climb to the next. Honey, I'm with you through life and to death. You tell me you're nervous. stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike.
Hi everyone, happy 1st of May. It is now the next day. I didn't record anything else last night. I was pretty tired and I worked most of the evening. I wanted to upload a video on the channel, and later that night I ended up having a seizure right after I went to bed. So it was not my night. This morning I haven't done anything because I've had a horrible headache, which is usually what happens after I have seizures. If you don't know me, hi, I have FND, which is functional neurological disorder, and it has as a symptom non-epileptic seizures, which is what I have. I've been having seizures since December, and I don't even know if it's like one or multiple because it stops and then it comes back. Like, I have multiple in a row, but I don't know whether it's called one seizure or multiple. Actually never saw my doctor about this, and I'm seeing them this week, and it's perfect timing to address the fact that I have a camera on my nightstand. I showed it yesterday when I was doing the cleaning, but I did not explain what it was. And it's actually a baby monitor because I have most of my seizures when I try to sleep. So my parents and I have decided that I needed this little camera that is pointed at where I sleep. I sleep right here, and if my face turns towards the camera, they can see my eyes opening and closing when I have seizures, so they can come and wake me up because I cannot wake myself up. And we are working on training my dog Skyla to respond to my seizures and to do something about it, but for now, to ease my anxiety and like make it all better, I have a camera in my room. But because I'm done with the whole self-care part of this video, I'm gonna move on to what I have read for the month of April. So I'm gonna go get my books, and I'm gonna go in front of my bookshelf, and I'm gonna talk about all the books that I have read this month. So I am now with my books to talk about the books that I have read this month. I've been trying to give a little reading update every month while I'm doing these videos, just because I love reading, but I don't always share what I'm reading or any progress on my reading in my regular videos. So I thought that doing like a little catch up at the end of the month is like a good way for me to share that part of what I like. And for this month, I have read 3 whole books, and I started one which would be 15th book of the year. I think I read 15 books this year, if I counted right. I keep my reading in my reading journal this year, but I am very far behind. I have been really late at updating it. I have done my March pages, if I can find them. I had my pages done, but I didn't add the books in my yearly tracker, which I have like all the books that I my goal of reading 25 books this year. So I actually don't really know where I'm at with my goal, and honestly in April reading was not really my main focus. I did not read a lot. I read 2 books in the first 2 days. I read them like in one day each. I read the 3rd and 4th book in the Ranger's Apprentice series, which I talked about last month. If you want to learn more about these books, it's basically about Will, who learns about what a ranger is in the kingdom of Hadwin, and basically he does the apprentice. He becomes an apprentice and starts working as a ranger, and we just follow his adventures. And these books aren't very long, they're like 200 pages, and I usually like read them in one day. And I was very motivated to read at the start of the month, and then this month it was so busy for me that honestly reading was not really my main priority. The only other book that I read is one that I found off an ebook site, which was After Love. I don't have the author, I need to look it up. I will put it on the screen. I never cried this much for a book. My heart was wrecked to pieces in the most beautiful way. It was a super sad book, which I was not anticipating, and I think that's why I didn't pick up another book this month, because I was not ready for the emotional damage that this book did, but also like it was a beautiful book. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I'm pretty sure that whatever I'm gonna say might be spoilers. But I will put up the cover and the author because that book was amazing. It was a sapphic romance, and it was just a beautiful romance, and I really loved it. And it was interesting, like the theme was something that I've never seen before in a romance book. So like I would honestly recommend it so much. It was amazing. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but I loved that book. And then the book that I started is the 5th book in the Ranger's Apprentice series. I've been reading through the series and there's 12 of them, so it's probably gonna take me like another few months before I finish the series. But my biggest read for next month, for this month because it's already May, is this ginormous, it's huge book, which is the last of the Mortal Instrument series book. It is the 6th and final one in this series. There's 2 more series that are related. There's the Origins and then the Renaissance ones, I think. But my friend lended it to me because I had been waiting for a few months now. Like it's been 2 months since I've been waiting to get my hands on it to finally finish the series. So this is going to be my most anticipated read for next month. So it will probably like be one of the only books I read next month because it's huge and I've not had like the capacity for my brain to read that much, but I'm excited to get into it. But that is basically all for my books this month. I don't have a lot to say or to share, but yeah, I'm gonna move on to the goals portion of this video, and we're gonna talk all about the goals that I had last month, how I did with them, and my goals for next month. So I have come to my desk to do the reflection of my goals for this month, well, for the past month, and I have put up in front of me on my computer all of my goals for April. So I think I'm just gonna first go through and like read all of the goals that I had, just to like go through them once, and then I'm gonna go through like how I did and all of that. But honestly, goals weren't really my priority. As I said in the beginning, I was put on a break because my mental health wasn't doing great, and I was at a point where I was close to burnout because I've been trying to do so many things at the same time and it's just not good for me. So I'm trying to let go, and I think I will learn a lot from this past month and from the future weeks coming on. Due to that, I feel like I'm gonna learn a lot about myself, about how I work best and all of that. So I think I'm gonna look at my goals more for an opportunity to reflect rather than judge myself on how I did. So the first goal that I had was sleep 8 hours per night. I actually think I did pretty well on that one. I have in my habits tracker, I track if I had that amount of sleep or not. So if you don't know what a habit tracker is, it is basically a form to track how you're doing with your goals on a day-to-day basis. And basically I have one of those lines for each of my habits for each day of the month, and I just colored in when I did the thing, and I did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 days out of the whole month I did not get the 8.5 hours of sleep that I wanted, which is pretty amazing actually. I had raised my goal from 8 hours in March to 8.5 this month, and I still hit it, which means that I'm still getting some sleep. And I know that for myself, 8.5 hours of sleep is not enough. Unfortunately, I need way more than that to function. This month was a real proof of that because I have been more exhausted than I've ever been. But I've slept a lot, which is not logical. My next goal was playing Just Dance for once a week, and that was a goal with my physical therapist to help me move more and just move my body and all that. That did not happen, not a single time. As I said, I've just been so tired and exhausted. I didn't have any energy this month, so that didn't happen. And then I had post 3 times per week on YouTube, and I think I did better than last month, but still not the best. I did really well at the start of the month. Let's see, it's this one in the salmon color. I did really well. The first row is for the first half, and then the second row is for the second half. I fell off at the end of the month, and I was so busy with about 1,000,000 things, so it did not happen as much. And I think for this one I'm gonna be a little bit looser on the goal for next month, just because I want to so bad, but I realized that by putting myself the pressure to try and do it, I don't do it. The next goal was to reach 500 subs on my YouTube channel, and I'm so excited that we did it. We did like pretty much halfway through the month, I think, and I'm really excited about that. It's a big milestone for my channel. Thank you to everyone who decided to support me. Obviously this video is gonna be up way later, so there's probably some new people since then, but it's I've been wanting this milestone for a little bit now, and I've been working really hard to get there, so I'm really excited to finally get there. So thank you to everyone who decided to join on my journey. My next goal was to translate my planners in French. I had a custom order for 2 of my planners to be translated in French. I basically translated all of these planners. I did it kind of at the last minute because it took me a lot longer than I thought, but I did it. I'm really proud of myself. Kind of going along with that, I also wanted to make my May and June planners. I did the May one. I'm doing June this week, so technically did not do it, but close to it because I'm starting right now. And then for my next goal, it's also for my channel, and it was to get 2 orders in my shop, and I'm so excited that we actually got 3 orders. So that's the most orders I have gotten so far for my business, which is such an incredible milestone. I have gotten 5 orders in total since I've started, which I know isn't a lot, but it means a lot to me. And it just I just keep going on my little journey with my small business. It's pretty slow growth, but that's okay for me. That was all my goals for this month and how I did with them. So moving on to my goals for May, I still haven't really decided on a lot of things. I feel like I'm gonna go a lot smaller. My biggest thing is to continue with my break and to take the time that I need to rest and feel better and not stress myself, because I definitely need that. And I just know that that's my biggest goal for this month. It will be to take care of myself as best as I can. My next goal is to maybe post more on YouTube, but as I said, I don't want to like give myself big goals or say how many times I want to, because I don't want to stress myself to get to that point. I also want to work more on my small business accounts to just continue growing and to be able to help my small business, but I don't want it to burn myself more, because that's what takes me the most of my time, and I want to continue enjoying it and not just doing it and not getting any benefit or any joy from it. So I feel like I'm just needing to change my mindset around it. Another one of my goals for this month is going to continue with Skyla's training. If you don't know, Skyla is my dog, and when I first got her, my goal was to make her a service dog, but she has hypothyroidism and she can't actually become a service dog because of her medical issues. But since I have been getting seizures again, I want to get back to learning from like the internet how I can train her to help me. And another one is going to be trying to find a way to organize myself that will make sense for my brain and just work better for me, and to like help me by organizing myself better to hopefully like have less stress, have less things to think about, and hopefully just make my life a lot easier. But those are going to be my goals. And next I'm just gonna do a life update because I think I need to explain what is going on. I talked a little bit about a few things in some vlogs, but I think I need to take a moment and explain everything that is going on because it has been a lot, and I think it's very important for me to share all of that. So to end this video, I'm just going to talk about everything that has been going on. I kind of like to do this a little update just to have everyone be on the same page. It always gives me an opportunity to just fill you in on everything that is going on, because a lot happens very fast usually in my life, and maybe you don't watch every single one of my videos, or you just missed an information, and I feel like having everything in one place is always better. I feel like the first thing to address is the brace. I have a thumb tendonitis again. I have been working on a lot of new products for my shop and drawing a lot and doing a lot of research, which means I take a lot of notes, and my tendonitis came back, which is pretty normal for me. It comes back every other month pretty much. Sometimes it's just for a day, and now it's been a month and it's absolutely horrible and it hurts so bad. So I'm trying to wear this, but honestly I don't. And I'm just gonna take my phone to have the list of everything that is going on because there's a lot and I don't want to like miss something. The first thing on my list is what I talked about already. I had seizures again, which I was planning on talking about, like, oh, I had 2 seizures this month, but I was not anticipating to have a seizure while in the duration of filming this video, so that was not the plan. But yeah, that, I don't know why I suddenly had them again after not having one since the 5th of January, but it happened, and I'm seeing my neurological disorder, functional neurological disorder specialist on Friday, and hopefully I will get some answers, which honestly I'm not sure, but that's just what it is. And I now have the camera, and I'm with my ergotherapist. We are doing research and really trying to get back into my first project, which was training Skyla for my first thought was migraine detection, but now I want her to help me to detect seizures and to wake me up from seizures, because I cannot wake up by myself. I need someone to get me out of the seizure, so she would be a great help for that. So hopefully that will happen. I'm gonna try to like document the process of just like teaching her. The next update is a really positive one. I finally got accepted to a physical rehab center. If you don't know, I have been fighting since February to get into a physical rehab center, which in my country is a horrible thing for patients with FND, because no one wants to treat patients with this disorder. So it was a mess, but by some miracle, the only clinic that wanted me, the insurance didn't want to cover it but they changed their mind, so now they're covering it. But I was supposed to go before my surgery, which is in June, and by the time we got that answer, it was too late to go there and come back in time for my pre-op visit. So I will be going as soon as I'm cleared from the surgeon after my surgery. I'm so happy because it is the only way to get myself to walk again. If you don't know, my legs are paralyzed, and it is my only hope to getting better because I need intensive physical therapy and therapies in general to get better. The next really big and exciting thing is that I finally started my ADHD and autism evaluation. I've been talking about this for so long, and it finally happened. I finally started, which is insane and really cool because I want to understand what is going on in my brain, and I've been going through hell trying to get tested and figuring out someone that could do the tests, and it's been a long journey. It's been since 2021, and I've always knew that I wasn't functioning like everyone else, and I'd really like to know what is going on before I go back to school in September so that I can be more adapted and have my school experience be better. And the last topic is going to be all about mental health and what is going on, because I've hinted at it, I've been put on a break, but I haven't explained why. And the reason why is because after I had the 2 seizures, I was very panicked, and that on top of everything else going on, I've been fighting with insurance for a bunch of things. There's just been a lot mentally going on, and I had a dissociative episode again, which I've had in the past, but it's basically a protection mechanism from my brain to extreme stress or anything like that, because I have been put through trauma when I was younger, and that's just how my brain responds to stress, and just when there's just too much, that is kind of like the alarm bell that something is going on and something is wrong and we need to change things, because it can be dangerous to stay in a dissociative state for a long period of time, and overall it's just not good for me. So I was put on a break. I have rules to follow, and I just need to take care of myself and do more self-care and things that I enjoy, and I've just been not coping very well, plus seizures and all of that. It's just been a little too much, and both my mood and how my brain has been working has been affected, so it's not been the greatest. I feel like I needed to go through that to learn and to get better. So from now I can only get back up and be better. So I will also do an update on what is going on with all of that, but I think I have talked about all of this enough. I've been talking for way too long, and I think this video is probably already super long. So I hope you enjoyed this video, that it wasn't too much all over the place, and just thank you for listening to me and sharing your journey as well. And I just love this community that we have created here, and it just means a lot to me. All the comments that I get, I always try to respond. But thank you so much for watching this video. It means a lot to me. Like this video if you want to help my channel out. Turn on the post notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload next. Also follow me on all of my other socials if you want to get more daily updates. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!